Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is the Imaginator. I'm here today to bring you guys the latest my One Piece Manga Chapter 1036 review. This One Piece Manga chapter is called Bushido is the Way of Death. The start of the chapter, I see the aftermath of Zoro and King's fight, and there's also flashbacks of their respective right hand man's relationship with the respective captains. And then we get some narration of the narrator stating two of the dangerous situations that are currently unfolding in Onigashima. The first being that if Luffy defeats Kaido, the fire clouds that Kai created to keep the Onigashima island afloat will actually disappear and will make the island crash down into the festival, thus killing tens of thousands of people in the Fire Festival, where all the citizens of Wano are currently residing. The second one being that the burning spirit of Kanjiro's revenge is actually descending within Onigashima into the basement floor. So once it gets in contact with all the gunpowder, if it gets in contact, will successfully contact the gunpowder weaponry that's down there, it's going to explode the island from the inside out while it's afloat. So we see Yamato working, pretty much guiding her giant number friend named Fuga, and knocked out another giant named Rikuro, if I pronounce it right, Riko. And pretty much that giant, Fuga hits that giant, and they proceed to go down to the basement. Next, we see Usopp, and in his area in the Onigashima, as he's trying to protect Kinemon and Kiku from Kaido's pirate men or crewsmen. And then Iso pops up out of nowhere and and saves Usopp, and he tells Usopp to take care of Kinemon and Kiku. And then next we get a scene where we have Raizo and Fukurokuju resuming their fight, and they're both use their paralysis jutsus on one another. And Raizo is like, "Hey, take yours off first. I won't get rid of my paralysis jutsu on you until you get rid of yours. Get rid of the paralysis jutsus that affect on me off first." So that's pretty interesting there. And then we get another giant, Ikibi. And unfortunately, he gets attacked by one of the CP0 members, and we also see an unconscious Drake who the CP0 agent defeated. And then basically we get he was saying, contacting one of his other agents that, hey, did you catch Kimiko Robin? And then he goes on to a speech of if the new generation people that are going against these pirates successfully defeat them in battle, then the tides of time will change overall. And he told one of his other members that we need to leave after learning that King was defeated a while earlier in the chapter. And then we get the final portion of the chapter, which is the most big, intense battle of Onigashima, Luffy and Kaido. And Luffy Luffy tries to pull some attacks. Kaido intercepts before Luffy can get a technique off, and then he finally does successfully get a technique off. Red Rock successfully contacts Kaido, and Kaido and Luffy fall, and they're pretty much having a good time. It's like Luffy's like, "I'm having fun," and Kaido's like, "So am I." And that's the end of the chapter. So overall, my thoughts of this chapter, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I like that there's still a lot going on, even though the big players are defeated, like Queen and King, that Zoro and Sanji successfully defeated. I like that the two members of Whitebeard Pirate, the former Whitebeard Pirates, are assisting the Straw Hats in the Alliance in helping defeat the Beast Pirates, which I thought was pretty cool, which is pretty fascinating. I like Yamato's determination in going through the plan and trying to stop the burning spirits' way of going down Onigashima and attempt to destroy Onigashima from the inside out. Well, that pretty much represents Kanjiro's revenge. well, hatred. So yeah, and I like the whole that Luffy and Kaido are having a good time, despite the fact that they're both enemies and pirates who who will determine the fate of Wano. Yeah, so again, I love this chapter. It was freaking awesome. I like that. There's a lot still going on. It makes things uh, much more fascinating and unpredictable. And yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts overall of the chapter. Those are a great chapter overall. Uh, Please like my video. Just comment down below my video if you have any thoughts of this video or this chapter overall. And subscribe to my channel, The Imagine, for more manga chapter reviews, anime discussions, and many more. With all that being said, fellow YouTubers, y'all all have a wonderful day.